Time for a little mistletoe or bah humbug, where Rich's shtick gets an entire segment.
Video Games Live will have a performance aired on PBS in 2010. Mistletoe or bah humbug?
This is straight up mistletoe, man. I mean, Video Games Live, I haven't had a chance to see it live, and I may watch PBS and check it out.
Yeah, this is mistletoe. This will probably be the first time I've watched PBS since Sesame Street.
Could be.
Next.
According to the FBI, video game console theft is on the rise, having increased 285% in just 3 years. Mistletoe or bah humbug?
This is actually mistletoe.
Mistletoe.
For the hilarious stories of how these thieves get caught. I just saw on the PlayStation forums, right? This guy stole his PS3 as an entire library. So he has a PSP and a remote play.
Yeah.
Every day he checked it. Is it online? Is it online?
Yeah.
Finally gets online. He stole his camera. He sees the guys who stole his camera, takes a picture of his PSP, sends it to the police, gets his stuff back. That is incredible.
That's ridiculous and also makes me want to link my PSP to my PS3 when I get home. But, Bri, come on. But this is bah humbug. This is the definition of bah humbug, Bri. Stealing on Christmas? Come on. Next.
Japanese retailers are listing that Shadow of the Colossus will be reprinted and sold on February 4th. Mistletoe or bah humbug?
You know, this actually reminds me of a candy cane. So, you know, we're kind of moving along like this, and, you know, a bunch of PS2 games, we're cool. You know, they put PS1 games on the PSN. We're just moving along, right? All of a sudden, God of War, remastered in HD. Whoop! We get a little spike. It goes up. Shadow of the Colossus being reprinted, not in HD. Whoop! Going backwards, going a little backwards. Candy cane.
This is bah humbug for that ridiculous comparison to a candy. Next.
The DSi LL was almost named the Executive, the Comfort, the Living, and the Premium. Mistletoe or bah humbug?
This is bah humbug because it should have been named the DSi. It just prints money.
You know what though? This is bah humbug. I mean, straight up and down. You know, this would be like teaching kids about Santa Claus, but calling him Saint Nicholas. I mean,
what?
No, I mean these are just ridiculous names. It ruins the item because of the bad name. So like, imagine if imagine if you learned about Santa Claus and they were like Saint Nicholas. Like, he doesn't sound as cool.
I think Saint Nicholas is actually better than Santa Claus. How about that?
You're out of your mind.
Next.
Microsoft filed a patent that will make your avatars more realistic and less idealized. Mistletoe or bah humbug?
This would be like Nintendo filing a patent on flying reindeer. How do you file a patent on something that's already out there? Sony has more realistic avatars in home. Second Life has realistic avatars. How are they filing a patent for something that's already out there?
Well, if you keep reading it, it says that it's to incentivize people to get in better shape. So I'm going to go with mistletoe and say that Microsoft, not the government or insurance companies, is solving the healthcare crisis in America. We're all going to be on avatars and be like, I don't like how my shirt looks. I'm a little too fat. I'm going to go on a diet. They're solving the healthcare crisis.
Good stuff. That's it for mistletoe or bah humbug. On to the games coming out this week.
First up, guys, a 0-day attack on Earth.
So the attack never happened. So you start the game and it says, you win.
It's Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, the Crystal Bearers.
That actually reminds me, because on Christmas morning I will be bearing a Waterford crystal ornament for my mother for Christmas. It's actually quite wonderful.
Guitar Hero Van Halen.
Is this David Lee Roth Van Halen or Sammy Hagar Halen? I'm a little confused here.
Playmobil Pirates.
I mean, Lego wasn't enough. We have to go with Playmobil now. I mean, come on, guys.
Now, honestly, you know, usually we go into the ending, but in the spirit of Christmas, I thought I'd give you a present, right?
Yeah. What is it?
Got you a gift.
Isn't that nice of you,
Yeah.
right? Let's see what this is.
I'm giving him 1% of my skills, because he clearly needs it in video games. I know it's a little generous, but I thought he deserved something good.
That's ridiculous, Bright. Thanks a lot. Well, that's it for this week's episode. Tune in next week where we're going to have a special episode. It's our first annual Game of the Year Awards, and we're going to have a look back at this past decade in gaming. I'm Rich Alamanos.
And I'm Brian J. Kim. We'll see you next week.
1% of your skill. So what am I going to be 1% worse in Street Fighter 4? Is that what's going on
I'm
here?
operating at 99% skill level now. You should be happy. That is a generous gift.
That's the worst gift I ever got in my life.
You might actually be able to get a kill now. How about that?
That's a low blow, Brian.